pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion.
Today, we will reclaim our homeworld!
The galaxy will burn with their coming. Fitting that we should face oblivion together.
The fate of creation hangs in the balance. My life for ire.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Lair the Overmind. Legacy of the Void has been released, and I figure it's about high time I start getting into some StarCraft 2 content on a semi-regular basis. Thanks to Void being released, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the Void campaign. I won't bother doing the prologue. If you guys want to see the prologue, I will show that to you another time. But for right now, I'm going to start off with the main story. Legacy of the Void. Far above the Zerg-infested jungles of Ire, the young hierarch of the unified Protoss, Artanis, has assembled the Golden Armada to retake the people's ancient homeworld. His people's ancient homeworld. I need to learn to read. I've been drinking over on my friend's Fallout stream. It's fun. That's also a fun game to play. As the Templar forces prepare themselves for war, a small band of warriors fight a desperate battle to establish a beachhead within the ruins on the planet's surface. Okay, let's watch the story so far.
For nearly
Flashback.
300 years, humans thought they were alone in the Kaprulu sector. They were wrong.
Oh
The
no.
Zerg emerged, seeking to consume all in their path. And before long, the Protoss, a highly advanced alien race, began wiping out infested worlds, burning Zerg and Terran alike. A three-way war, unlike anything humanity had ever faced,
No,
erupted
man.
almost overnight. All the while, a human civil war raged. Marshal Jim Raynor vowed to oppose the corrupt dictator Arcturus Minsk for the betrayal of the woman he loved, Sarah Kerrigan.
Boys, how about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now.
Kerrigan, a loyal operative, was left to die at the hands of the Zerg.
But she
But
didn't.
the Zerg had other plans.
That's right.
They transformed her. And
I
unleashed her
decided
psionic power upon the
that
Kaprulu
she could
sector,
be more
searching
useful.
for their real objective.
That's right.
The
That's what I
Protoss
did.
homeworld of Ire. The Protoss were unaware of this danger and slow to respond. Their rulers, the Conclave, had dispatched Executor Artanis to hunt for Tassadar, a commander who had refused to wipe out infested Terran worlds.
Yep.
They crossed paths with a Dark Templar mystic, whose kind was considered heretics by the Conclave. Through great effort, Zeratul convinced Tassadar and Artanis that he was not their enemy. Together they rallied more Protoss from both factions against the Zerg. Despite the Conclave's fury, they achieved significant victories against the Swarm. But when Zeratul struck down one of the Overmind's cerebrates, his own mind was left vulnerable. From his thoughts, the Overmind gleaned Ire's true location, and the Swarm descended
is.
upon the Protoss homeworld.
I
with
figured
all
it
their
out.
might and
Aha!
It was Tassadar who kept the Templar from extinction that day. Using the power of both the Templar and the Dark Templar, he sacrificed himself to kill the Overmind.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that, I
Ire was
would have
lost,
reigned supreme,
but
the
Artanis led the
bastard.
survivors to the Dark Templar's homeworld of Shakuras. Old prejudices were set aside. The Templar were now in the Dark Templar's debt. Without the Overmind, the Swarm fractured. Kerrigan sought control of all the Zerg, even enlisting the aid of old friends and enemies like Raynor, Minsk, and Zeratul. Once her rule was uncontested, the Queen of Blades betrayed them all.
That's right.
Billions of humans and
Brood
Protoss
war.
were killed. The Zerg stood unchallenged, but to the relief of all, the war seemed to end there. Zeratul suspected the Zerg had fallen under the control of dark forces. he uncovered prophecies stating that an ancient entity, Amon,
And
was
that's the
attempting
beginning
to
of
merge Protoss
Wings of
and
Liberty.
Zerg life forms into an unholy hybrid, and that this evil might already have control of Kerrigan and her power.
Oh, snap.
It was during this time that Executor Artanis, hailed as a hero, was made leader of both the Templar and the Dark Templar. As Hierarch, Artanis united both factions and promised to one day reclaim the glory they had lost on Ire.
Well, okay then.
Raynor had vowed to see Kerrigan dead, but his retaliatory strike failed. Even his rebellion against Manx's tyranny proved ineffective against the Dominion's propaganda machine.
Okay, so
But with the arrival of old friends,
here's where
and
we're starting
mysterious
Wings
new
of Liberty,
allies,
I see.
Raynor revived his campaign against the Dominion, scoring major victories on multiple fronts.
Yes, son.
Zeratul warned him about the encroaching darkness, and said the key to stopping Amon was the Queen of Blades. She was needed alive. In a daring raid on the Zerg
Yeah, everybody
homeworld of
hated
Char,
that.
armies from the Dominion and Raynor, with help from Arcturus' son Valerian, used an ancient Zelnaga artifact to neutralize Kerrigan's power and free her from Amon's grasp. The Queen
Which
of
worked.
Blades was helpless. The Dominion wanted her dead. Raynor couldn't allow it.
Dang, Tychus. He's coming back. He ain't gone. I'm gonna foresee and guess that me, the Overmind, didn't really die.
okay.
I'm still alive.
I got you.
And that Tychus also isn't really dead. That he's
Valerian
been
Manx
infested
offered them
and brought
sanctuary,
back.
but his father could not let this opportunity pass. During the raid, Kerrigan
And
and
the
Raynor
events of Heart of the Swarm.
Kerrigan escaped, while Raynor...
He was briefly interrogated and summarily executed.
Kerrigan sought vengeance. She set out to reclaim her position as Queen of Blades. With Zeratul's guidance, Kerrigan gathered the Zerg broods and ruled the swarm once again. Only this time, free.
The killing will never stop. Until Minsk.
She powered up to Super Saiyan
Kerrigan began
Zerg!
dismantling the Dominion's military, one mission at a time. To her surprise, she learned that Raynor was still alive.
Yep.
She charted a course to Korhal, Manx's stronghold. Despite encountering his best troops and traps, she
As if they were
personally
gonna do
ended his
anything.
life. But there was little time to celebrate. Amon's plans were still unfolding. Kerrigan left Raynor to rebuild, while she hunted her true enemy. Raynor and Valerian Minsk set about reforming the Dominion, with a just government.
Yeah, I don't know if
With
that's
the
gonna
Zerg and
work.
Terrans quelled, Hierarch Artanis saw an opportunity. He declared that the unified Protoss, Templar and Dark Templar alike, would retake Ire. Any dissenting voices went unheard amid the hope for reclamation. Zeratul set off alone, searching for the truth, hoping against hope that the Hierarch was not making a terrible mistake.
Boom, 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 boom. And that brings us up to present day. Well, alrighty then. That was a pretty long one, so I guess we'll cut this short and make that episode 1. Go ahead and give this video a like if you did indeed like it, guys. I know it was just pretty much the catch-up cinema, but we got to get it through somehow, and it's better to segregate it off from the actual missions, I think. So, yeah. Give me a comment if you have any suggestions for the playthrough and stuff like that, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all next time.